Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell is going on with LandWolf? This coin, friends, absolutely bonkers. This is a freaking log chart. You're like, what the hell is going on? Oh my gosh, you're probably saying, hey, I didn't hear you talk about LandWolf. Yeah. Look, in my friend tech, which I have a friend tech, friends. Now, I'm not telling you, please, look, from the bottom of my heart, I love everybody in my friend tech, but if you're not in, look, it's up to the public market. You guys are valuing me at like 0.22 Ethereum. And that's like, I don't know, like $800 or something. I would honestly rather you spend 800 US dollars on like any of our altcoins and try and make like a 10, 20, 30x for yourself. I'd rather you do that because my friend tech, yeah, I give it time and attention. We just don't know. You know, there's just so much uncertainties. Now, I made a call in there. I just said, hey guys, I'm not going to make a video about this. Because I'll just tell you why, right? It did this off the launch. It did this off the launch. Okay, it went up. And look, this is just like this early whitelist part. And then you come here and I'm like, well, it's just doing here. And I'm like, well, look, friends, you can get in here. But here's the problem, man. This is why, for example, you need PulseChain and all these other layer 1 chains. Ethereum's $100 a swap. So I'm like, man, you guys can, I want you to like have a punt. Problem is, you need to put $1,000 for a bullet for a freaking just lottery for everybody? That's unreasonable, man. Anyway, I did a 7x in a few hours. Now, obviously, I'm not getting out or anything, but I'm just telling you guys, this is just crazy. Look, oh man, this is wild. What he is doing now, here's the thing. It's actually, wow, that's 7.8x. Now, friends, am I smart? No. Peanut brain. It's a bull market. You understand? We saw this with the Ether Games and Paid, Launchpad, VVV as well. Everybody just wants to get in, This is hot, bubbly, early bull market stuff. Now, what happens is we're the earliest 10% we're in. Now, the next 30% participate. They try to come play the momentum. But what's going on with LandWolf, friends? So, LandWolf, now, interesting. I'll show you it right here, okay? You see this, friends? LandWolf on the left. Now, friends, I was not going to make anything whatsoever. I'm just watching this. I'm like, man, what the hell is this? How'd you guys grow so fast? You know, this is crazy. So look, friends, I made a video. I'm going to show you these pictures now. A year ago, if you guys remember, I made my videos here, the Ribbeting. All right, the Ribbeting. I made 2 videos. Now, my thesis of the Ribbeting was I'm going to buy PEPE on a big drop. The problem is PEPE didn't drop that much. I still did 10x. But it's okay. The Ribbeting thesis, it's all right because PEPE's big. Like, man, I don't want to buy something up that much. Now, PEPE, friends, is 3.2 billion valuation right now. Now, imagine it goes to 32 billion. Look, I'm just letting you know, you can kind of tell Doge and SHIB were last cycle's type of meme coin. Now it seems like to be the PEPE revolution. They're saying frogs, not dogs, etc. Okay? Now, where does LandWolf fit in? Well, it's kind of a crazy story, right? There's a few things going on here. Firstly, don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. I'm just reporting to you. I am seeing pent-up demand from this residual PEPE stuff. Just like how you want to look for leverage on PulseChain, or I want to look for leverage on Ethereum, you know, for example, Chainic or anything else that's cheap against ETH. Well, I also want to look for leverage on PEPE. And if people launching this stuff, they're trying to find CPNs. People try to do stuff with like Wojak and other memes, and like, yeah, a lot of them pop off. A lot of them pop off. Just everyone's coming for memes. I'm wearing a bull hat. This is crazy, man. He's come for the memes. Now, this is what LandWolf did. He just did a 675% run out of nowhere. This is in a few hours. I'm like, what the hell? I have no intention, was not going to mention it, but I was like, okay, something's going on here. There's a lot of pent up. There's just people want to come participate. So it's about $1 million market cap. First of all, don't touch it. Ethereum's expensive. Okay, you have to do your own research. I'm just telling you, things are brewing up. So what was actually going on? Well, I've got to read in here. All right, one of my key meme coin plays for the bull market will be to capture the upside of PEPE. I just didn't know how. I didn't want to put a leverage trade. I'm like, I wonder if people are going to make stuff PEPE related. They got Paulie XO, who's made like the Pond coin and stuff. I think I bought the low on that, scalped like a few X's on that. I forgot how much, but with Paulie XO stuff, it's like it's a convoluted maze, like a yield of DeFi thing, almost like Drip Farm. Like you put your thing here and then you get the yield. You do this, you do this. It's like so convoluted. I was like, nah. I kind of feel like I'm getting grifted somewhere, and there's like this weird bot that's making you pay like a 15% slippage here and there. It's probably him. So I just didn't want to do anything with it. Now, I was just wondering, I wonder if PEPE's going to grow so big. So this is what happened, friends. I did the same thing in the last season. I'll show you. Here are my results from last season. By the way, I've got to update these big time. But you see Kishu Inu, number 15, did like a 48x, for example. So that's just giving you one example. I mean, there was other dog coins. I didn't bother writing the stuff 2 or 3x, but Kishu Inu was a 4th derivative of SHIB because Doge went up, SHIB went up, and then you had, I think, like Akita and Hawk, and you had like Kishu Inu, right? They just went monstrous. So if you like, I didn't know what the hell SHIB was. I thought it was like a bug on the screen. I'm not joking, right? When I first saw SHIB, I'm like, I think there's a data error on the chart. I'm not kidding. I thought it was a data error. We had no idea what was going on. It's just too mad, right? And I knew now, I go, okay, if something's going to reveal itself and go very, very high, you will get opportunity. People will make something for the community who loves that to participate. They want to be early to it again because there's so much flair. It's like, oh, I want to be early to Bitcoin. Let's go make Ethereum. I want to be early to Ethereum. Let's go make PulseChain. You know, it's the same thing. I want to be early to this. Well, I want to be early to PEPE. Okay, so remember, PEPE also made 13 versions, but that's why this thing's not so easy. So my whole thesis, right, for the Ribbeting, I've showed you 2 videos, right? If Donald Trump wins the election, I think PEPE will be a pseudo play on him too. I think it's going to be like tied to his popularity, I believe, if he wins. And remember, there are Trump coins, so they'll probably go up too. Just, oh man, people are crazy. Just, oh, I'm going to buy this coin because it's loosely related to a logo in a picture. Like that's nuts, right? So I coined this term, the Ribbeting. Because I just could feel it. I'm like, man, if Donald Trump wins, of course, in my video, I'm like, there's ifs and there's buts and there's maybes and who knows. You got to eat cookies and cream. We understand that. Got to keep your back straight, friends, and have your fluffy slippers on. But if it all played out, well, big opportunity there. You just saw Kishu Inu, friends, 48x. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, sweet. Well, you're going up. Bang. I was like, what the hell? Okay, well, that was so fun watching this stuff. There's plenty of others. Pikachu coins and all this other stuff, right? Now, PEPE, right? This is the interesting part. PEPE's 3.2 valuation today. And if it does another 10x, it's going to be that 3rd pillar, I believe, Doge and SHIB. So you might say, well, go for PEPE. We don't know, man. 3.2 billion's a lot already. But, you know, it's people gaining on it. It's crazy, man. There's all these other PEPEs and the community's still rallying about the one that got listed on Binance. That's nuts. You would think it would die off because people just keep making infinite PEPEs. And they have PEPE 2, PEPE 3, PEPE Gold, weird PEPEs, baby PEPE. Guess what? This one stays. That's crazy, isn't it? Think about the network effect of the community. Now, here's the thing. LandWolf, right? I think it's a leverage play on PEPE. So I'm just playing around with some super speculative and fun valuations. 100%. Do not take these home whatsoever. This thing can go to freaking zero. But this is, I'm not making this up. This is how the market behaves, okay? When there's a spear leader and there's a copycat, the maximum value it can hit is 5 to 10%. It can hit about 10% of the leader. So, for example, friends, I know this is controversial, but whatever Hex gets to, maybe Zen gets to 10% of that. Crazy enough, you know, in 2023, that's what Zen actually hit in the fully diluted valuation. Hit 400 million when Hex was about 4 billion, I think. Isn't that crazy? I think, or maybe Hex was 8. I think Hex was 8 to 10 billion. Yes, that's right. It was 10 cents. That's what Hex hit, 10 cents with 100 billion coins. So that's 10 billion valuation. And then Zen hit 400 million, which is 4%. It's crazy, but that's how they work, okay? These residual plays. Now, that's optimistic, okay? That's not optimistic. That's what can happen. 5 to 10% of the spear leader. I'm using conservative numbers. I'm doing 1%, all right? Because I'm just like, well, it's up heaps. So what I'm doing is I'm just teaching you, friends. You don't have to touch this at all, okay? Just touch yourself and touch your neighbors, of course, okay? In a very, very non-sexual, please, consensual way. Now, look, when you're looking at these, you're just trying to see, all right, is the target big enough to ignite speculation and imagination in everybody else such that I can just throw something in and just watch it and just see where we are if Bitcoin is 80K, 100K, 200K. You don't know where it's going to land, all right? Now, the whole story with the LandWolf, right, it's one of Matt Fury's characters, and I've shown you the picture already, right, the artwork here. So he's made, like, it's called the Boys Club. This is the artwork here, Boys Club. There's PEPE in the bottom right, you can see. And then there is LandWolf up here. I don't know what these ones are. I'm sure they have names and stuff. But I think LandWolf's like this older brother character. They already have like different stickers and stuff. It's all cool. This is the funniest part you've ever seen, friends. This is like the casino hitting jackpot. When everyone buys in, everyone celebrates. This is more LandWolf again. This is LandWolf with PEPE playing. It's like, oh, a friend of PEPE. Look, I know this sounds crazy. You're like, wait a minute. You're just nominating a character. You're saying your friends and people buy. Yes. Yes, okay, I can't give you any more detailed explanation than that. Welcome to meme coins, friends, all right? So, obviously, I showed you. This shocked me. I'm like, man, you've been out for a few hours. What's happening here? So, you got the character here. Now, I've got the actual valuation to show you. PEPE, is 3.2 billion. This one was 360K. Just to show you, right? If you go to Dex Screener, friends, this is crazy. If you go to Dex Screener, there's a button up the top. See price MCAP, switch it to market cap, and you actually see the market cap right here. Now, please don't FOMO anything. This has already gone up, so I'm only reporting it to you because I'm shocked. So I just did these Moonmath valuations, and I'm like, well, if PEPE gets to 32 billion and we hit 1% of PEPE, that's 100x from today or whatever. If we hit 1% of PEPE today, it's like 100x. If PEPE does a 10x and you hit 1%, you do 1,000x. Now, of course, they've seen crazy things. By the way, this was when it was at 300k market cap, and I'm posting that picture. Now it's at 1.4 million, so it's already 4 or 5x. Please, 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 don't get any FOMO. I'm just sharing with you. PEPE, it's a thing. We have to find a way to participate, friends. Remember what I told you? Oh, I was here, man. Doge and SHIB. Now, I watched Elon talk about Doge, but I didn't go FOMO buy because it went 10x in a day. I'm like, man, what a stupid move. Then it went again. Also, SHIB did 400x in 1 week. I was like, I'm not touching that. Guess what? Did another 1,000x after that. Yes, it did. Literally an actual 1,000x. So, just telling you, you didn't actually need to chase that stuff. Residual things came. That's what I'm just mentioning to you. Okay, so this could be one of the plays. This could be one of the plays. But you just got to keep your eye out. All right, now, these are all high valuations, okay? And they're basically just playing for the bull market growth and for the fun of it. Anyway, I've got to stress you, don't FOMO buy anything. This is just leverage play. Here I am posting the picture earlier. I was just taking my time here, and this is it, okay? Make meme coins great again. So I'm just showing you, man, like even if you just, I don't know, let's say this doesn't go anywhere. Who knows, okay? But just showing you, there's retailers, friends. The retailers are here. We've got to watch that Coinbase app ranking, okay? We've got to watch it when it comes up here. So it's kind of like you're throwing your bullets everywhere. You don't know which one's going to be like 50,000x higher from today when Coinbase hits #1. You don't know. It's just that you hope that you at least have some foresight and some belief to just hold to that moment, because many people, they're on the sidelines. But now you can tell as well, a lot of the people are now deployed. Now, those people on the sidelines, they're starting to chase stuff in and deployment. Now, when they're in and things start going up, they start bragging to everybody else out in the real world. They're like, oh, I'm up 2x on my money. I'm up 3x in like 3 months or like 2 weeks. And then other people start coming in, and hopefully that snowballs. So I mentioned in my thread here as well, talking about the ribbeting. The ribbeting is very, very important, because this is how you see stuff, friends. Because when my friend told me about this LandWolf and I'm hearing about it, I'm like, man, that's a good idea. He had no idea about the ribbeting. I'm like, man, I made a video called The Ribbeting, and I'm like, man, I had a thesis that Donald Trump is like the pseudo leader of the Frog Army, which is, he kind of is the pseudo leader, friends, just so you know. And if he wins, there's like a PEPE run and stuff. But I was talking about this in 2023, back when it went sideways for like 10 months after that. So no one was really excited, but I was excited, because not really excited. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna keep this in my memory bank, keep it for the friendship cult. You watching here, like, subscribe, bitty button, no, just keep it there, and like, just so we're ready, man. That's all you gotta be. You just gotta be ready. See, we have the thesis. It's easy for us to participate. Other people, they're like, all meme coins are scammed. So their minds are still jail trapped. They still think all meme coins are scam. Imagine they find out that Doge isn't going to zero. It's going up to $1 one day plus, right? And then imagine you got to go from there like, okay, and now PEPE's a thing. And now you got to tell them, hey, even though there's 13 PEPEs, people have gathered around the one that got listed on Binance, like the legit one, even though the insider devs are dumped, which is crazy. Now you can get leverage on that, okay? So you can see how this story unfolds, but you got to be ready for it. You got to be hungry for it so we can participate. Now, friends, another example I thought off the top of my head you can participate in is pPEPE, which is on PulseChain, which you might see people who love PEPE, that pPEPE goes up, people love it. You might see that just get a higher value, or it might link spiritually to the real PEPE going up, or the pPEPE. It's like, you know, the PulseChain PEPE, what's even real anymore, right? It's all just figments of our imagination. Like, there's 13 other PEPEs. Why isn't the PulseChain PEPE real, like, or fake? You know, you can't call that fake. There's 13 others. Why is your one racist? It's just, yeah, there's a lot of randomness going on, okay? So, as I said, LandWolf is very new, literally a day old. So, I mean, like, I know I said, yeah, you want to be early and stuff, but, like, it's just, chill out. I'm just exposing this stuff to you just so you see. And then look at this God tier PEPE run. Like, what the hell is going on? This is crazy, man. 767,000x. This is PEPE going up. As you can see, just did this other 10x. This move here is up to here. This is a 10x. So you can see that there's actually a lot of movement going on. For some reason, PEPE seems to be the chosen one. You know, friends, there's a lot of things just going on. I've got to remind you, just think about this. Like, I'm giving you alpha in terms of like getting into the psychology of the retailer, friends. I'm just showing you like the dogs of Doge and Shib and stuff. They're cute and they're fun. We all love doggies, of course we do. But that is, memes are now cycle 2. Okay, it's a cycle 2 narrative. Remember, I told you cycle 2 narratives can be very, very powerful. But if you're gonna buy a cycle 2 coin from a cycle 2 narrative, you really better know what you're doing. Like, you really, really, really better know. Okay, just like, for example, Hex Community, you've done all the research. Okay, we've gone through that 40,000 times. You also have, for example, okay, SHIB, maybe you know the insiders. There's SHIB Metaverse Land and stuff, okay? But there's many other cycle 2 narratives, cycle 2 coins. It's much better to be in a cycle 1 coin. PEPE is a cycle 1 coin from a cycle 2 narrative. It's a new meme. You see, just like new gaming coins are going to be cool, new DeFi is going to be cool. For example, still doing the Clip Finance IDO. Okay, you can search that up. AI-driven liquidity management. Still running. Okay, friends, we're going to end it pretty soon, but still available, open to you. So you get to the, it's new yearn, and they've already got a working product. They get like 30% yield on your stable coins. So that's going to be very, very useful for people in a bear market. AI is learning how to provide liquidity and do things optimally, okay? So you can see how these new stuff coming out. That's what retailers want, man. So not retail, everyone's like, oh, you're new. So LandWolf, for example, remember, we're going for LandWolf is related to the subsector of PEPE, and PEPE is a cycle 1 coin, but it's cycle 2 narrative, it's memes, okay? So a lot of people participating in these, they at least get to see that from this perspective, you can make a lot of money. But when it comes to sticking to old stuff, you're going to see things, for example, like they hit their 50% retracements. They're not able to really clear all their all-time highs, and you actually see Doge and SHIB in their charts. Now, quick word about LandWolf, friends. So LandWolf, of course, you got the pictures here, but I'm just going to share with you. So there's actually multiple LandWolfs. Now, LandWolf, okay, I'm just gathering info, man. I don't know if any of it is true, just sharing with you. Okay, so LandWolf, they've launched it multiple times. And one of them, it was basically a rug. And the dev quit. The dev quit, and people wanted to keep. I think the dev rugged on everyone, and the dev basically scammed all the other insiders. But the insiders, right? It's just people who were like with him. Now, the dev basically dumped on everyone and quit. And they tried to get the original contract and stuff from him, but he basically like disappeared. Apparently, they said he took a holiday or something. Anyway, he disappears, goes quiet. They can't contact him. And coincidentally, as gaming season starts appearing and Avalanche starts moving up, another LandWolf launches on Avalanche, okay? And this is a crazy part, friends. I'm not going to show you. I don't have time to show you, but if you go look at the original LandWolf, all right, the first one, what happens is it goes up and it has this specific price action, which I'm actually going to show you right now because I remember it, okay? Because I don't have time to show it, but it goes up like this. He launches it and it does these very blocky down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then down to like this, okay? You see this weird price action? Now, I remembered that because I remember looking at the chart and I'm like, oh, because I knew it goes up, he slaps it down 30%. People trying to buy, slaps it down 30%. Now, this was happening when PEPE was running in April 2023, okay? In April 2023. Now, here's the thing. I went and looked at that new LandWolf. I looked at the price action when it launched. What do you think I saw? I saw it go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, like that. I actually show you the chart on CoinGecko now. See, I went and typed in LandWolf on AVAX. Do not touch this one. This is a scam one, by the way. You see this part? See that part, friends? Look, basically did the same thing. Now, here's a funny part. It's trying to go up. What's actually funny is this LandWolf on Ethereum has probably pumped this one. So I don't know what's going on. It's like people are buying the Avalanche one because they're like, oh, LandWolf's back in town. They're buying the Avalanche one. So it is what it is, okay? Now, you see this price action? That's what I remembered, but I don't know. Look, here's the thing. The dog with the hat dev, all right, he sold it all for 29K. He fumbled the bag of a lifetime, and then now went to 1.8 billion or 2 billion. So he sold out for 29K. He dumped all the coins for $29,000, and now he would have had 150 million. All right, he fumbled the bag of a lifetime. He has to live with that. It happened in 5 months, okay? So just because there's a dev that just dumps and rugs, like, what is even a dev, friend? It's just another wallet. You know what I mean? Once the code is done, it's people rallying around something when they go, hey, we're a community, we're staying. It is what it is, okay? Whether you rally around the pet rock or, you know, for example, Hex's staking feature, or, you know, Chainlink's speculative oracles, or even nothing, just a Dogecoin. Okay, it doesn't matter what it is. It's just we're forming these digital communities and cultures in crypto, and it is what it is. Now, all these buzzwords, trust me, everybody's just it's full of shit until the bear market starts. Okay, so don't worry about any of these. But here's the thing: you're gonna sit there on the sidelines, or you're gonna look at like the millions and millions of people and go, "Oh my gosh, I can't fight this wave. This wave is too big." Because if you go with them, friends, you're gonna kill it. So that's that story in that LandWolf and stuff. I don't know if anything's true or in terms of like, you know, anything stretched here and there. I don't know. But the team, so the team, there is no team, okay? Basically, apparently, Dev Rugs disappears and people are like, man, this is such a good idea and we believe in PEPE. We want to take over and redo it. So they've redone it. Now, people are trying to launch a grassroots, okay? But here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. Anybody can just do this. So you just, his friends, PEPE, there were 12 PEPEs and the 13th one worked. Why the 13th one? I don't know. Were they insiders? People had more money? Okay, so you now know the grassroots story. People have come to relaunch it and they're like, you know what? Screw it. Screw that other dev, right? And I can actually tell you, friends, I have a friend literally he's trying to get in. The dev disappears and rugs. And I remember back when they were trying to do it back then, okay, back in 2023, people were like nervous because they're like, hey, we could continue the old LandWolf. The problem is, I think there was a tax or something, I forgot, that was going to a marketing treasury. The problem is, if that dev just logs in and he's like bored one day and he's like, he comes back and he just goes into his account, he just rugged the whole thing. So everyone was too scared with that. The fact that he had the whole treasury or whatever. So they're like, you know what, let's not take any risks. Let's just wait. This was back when Bitcoin was like 25K. Last year, you know, so you can see everybody was jittery and Ethereum was like, you know, 1900, 2000. Now everything's basically 2x from that point. You can see there's more confidence and people more, as you can say, optimistic, right? The optimistic phase where everybody's like, yes, we can conquer it. We can grow. We can succeed. So after all these, friends, just got to remind you, yes, things are really, really, really volatile. There are no guarantees with any of these, okay? But, you know, as I'm recording right now, I don't, what are you guys doing? It's up to 1.67 million market cap. This is crazy. That's up 9x now. 9x. Wow. So, oh man, I'm going to claim it as a win because the friendship, I told everybody in Friend Tech, it is what it is. But this, look, this is nuts. This is nuts. Please, for the love of God, don't FOMO buy anything. Do you understand? Don't FOMO buy anything. I'll show you something to trade, but this is just trading, man. Just forget it. Okay, you're not going to... I like the sit in depression forever so I can buy infinite size stuff. This stuff, friends, if you want to participate, you can't use like weekly charts anymore. By the way, this is a 5-minute chart. You have to basically, oh my God, this is a 4-hour chart. You see it's basically printed nothing. What you'd have to do is, you got a 4-hour chart. You can put it on a super trend, okay? And it's funny, it hasn't even printed enough candles. But imagine, see, it hasn't even printed on a freaking 1-hour chart either because it's so small. This is a 15-minute chart. So you have to let more candles print on a daily. I don't know where it's going to stop, but let's just put it on a regular chart so you can see, just so you see how these things go. Usually what happens is they go up and down. Okay. They go up and down, move around, but then eventually the candles form. So I'm just pretending it goes up and down, screws around. And what I'm going to draw now, I'm going to draw maybe the super trend. The super trend goes up. Normally, friends, what ends up happening is, just so you know, remember this, there is usually a like 50% drop. Okay, so you might actually see it come up somewhere and it does this 50% drop, and then that's basically your entry point. But look, things can go down or they go up higher from that point. But look what you're doing, man. You just look what you're even scalping for. So if you're gonna trade, that's basically what every altcoin, every meme coin, that's what they do. You're always measuring from the top. There's a 50% slap down at some point. When it's 50% off the top, a lot of people use that as an entry to get in. And usually things that are strong, there's 50% everywhere from that top. So I'm just showing you if you want to participate in things like that. But this is stressful, man. The anxiety is high. Like, I buy into depression. I don't like participating in this. This is, like, just be honest, this is like, oh, you didn't want to buy in the depression with me in 2022 or 2023. You didn't want to buy all these like small coins, but now you get to see, friends, there is strategies you can do just as things get faster and faster. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you know, your reward gets smaller and smaller because people are chasing more and more risky things, okay? You have learned so much today. I love you a lot. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button all. Catch you soon.